Hey guys, welcome back to Crafts for Life, and today in this video I will be doing another slime video because slime is like the craziest thing. So last video I made fluffy slime, so this time I'm gonna make butter slime. So here I made this is like I just made it yesterday, so I know this video would work, and I didn't use this with clay, so it is really not sticky at all. So in this video, I will be teaching you how to make it with clay, but I will also be telling you how to make it with cornstarch, but I won't be making it with cornstarch, just clay. So this butter slime is really nice. So yeah, if you want to learn how to make it, just keep watching. Let's go. So your first ingredient you will need is some Model Magic clay. Some clays that aren't air dry sometimes don't work, so because I usually use Model Magic, so I recommend you using Model Magic too. But you could always experiment with some other. But if you use the wrong type of like clay, it usually what happens is the slime like deforms and it becomes like all sticky and back to glue. So the next ingredient you will need is your activator, which is, I'm using contact lens solution, but you could always use borax if you want to. You could use Stay Flow, anything, or detergent, whatever works. And with that contact lens solution, I recommend using baking soda because the baking soda helps it get quicker activated. You will also need some shaving foam. I'm just using Barbasol. Then you would need some foaming hand soap, and make sure it's the foaming kind. Next you would need some baby powder. Make sure it's baby powder, not cornstarch baby powder or regular cornstarch. Just use baby powder. Then you would need some baby oil. You could always skip this part, but if you want it a little bit more buttery, I recommend using it. Then you would need some lotion. I'm just using this like body lotion, but you could use any type, Bath & Body Works, whatever works. You could always take some wipes to clean up after you, which I usually do because I need a clean, free place. And then you would obviously need some Elmer's glue. It doesn't have to be Elmer's, as long as it's liquid white glue, it would work. So let's get on to making this. So first you want to take your bowl, and I recommend taking a big one because there's going to be a lot of ingredients and mixing in here. And you could always take some cornstarch. If you don't have Model Magic clay that you're using, you could always use cornstarch, but it's very messy. So yeah, I recommend using the clay though. So hold on. Alright, so first you want to take your bowl and you want to pour in your glue. So as much as you really want. I'm just going to be using like not that much, like smaller than the blue one. So yeah, so just pour in all your glue. So once you have all your glue in, I'm just going to pre-mix it because I used 2 different bottles, but you could just leave it. So next you want to take your lotion, and basically you just want to pour like, I like to put a lot of lotion because with the Model Magic clay coming in, it will be very stiff, so I recommend you putting like somewhat a lot. And then you want to take your hand soap, do a couple of pumps. I do about 3 to 4, depending on your slime. And then I'm going to take my shaving foam and just, because I'm almost out of it. Okay, like that much. And then I want to add my baby powder. Like that much. I'm going to take my baby oil, and you could always mix it in between, but this is a quicker way. You just put like a little, like that much, and then just stir that up. And it would look like very liquidy, and at the same time the baby powder would look like very like bumpy, but that's why you have to mix it really well. And sometimes if you put too much baby oil, you could always add more glue, which also helps. So just keep mixing until it's fully mixed in. Make sure you don't have any. So next you want to, once it's fully mixed in, and it should look a little liquidy, half gluey, you want to take your baking soda, and this is totally optional because it helps with the activator. You could always use, like I said before, detergent or something else like that, but contact and baking soda works probably about the best. And you just want to take like a couple of pinches full, and then you want to take your, I took about 3 pinches of the baking soda, and then I'm just going to pour in my contact solution, and I'm just going to mix that in. And there's no food coloring unless you're using the same color as Model Magic. Since I'm using pink for the butter slime, obviously you might be doing yellow, but since I'm using pink, I don't have pink food coloring, so I'm just going to leave it white and then mix in the food coloring. So as you can see, it starts clumping up. You just want to keep adding it until it's not sticky and like fluffy slime. So once you have your really cool, fluffy, stretchy slime, I recommend you adding more lotion, because sometimes when you add a lot of Model Magic clay to make it more like butter slime, it sometimes loses the stretch. And if you like it stretchy, I recommend you adding a little bit more lotion like I did. But you don't have to do it if you don't want to. I recommend you do that. So once you have your white, fluffy slime that looks like a cloud, and make sure it's not sticky. It can be still a little sticky because the Model Magic clay makes it less hard, like sticky, you know what I mean? But another way you could do this to make butter slime is you take a bunch of cornstarch, you put it in a bowl, and then once you have the whole bowl full of cornstarch, you add your, you put your slime in it. And, hold on, I gotta roll this in the ball. And then you put your slime in it and you just keep mixing until it turns to like hard butter slime. So, I'm just gonna put this on. And now all you have to do is mix it until it gets nice and well mixed in. So, this video is a request from one of my subscribers. I'm not going to name names, but she is one of my friends, and she asked me, can I do another slime video? And so this is the video that is requested. So, yeah. As you can see, it's really, really nice and not really like hard and like bad. So yeah, and I didn't even use all my clay, so yeah. Here's my blue one. If you're watching this video, please give this video a big thumbs up, and if you have any requests, please let me know in the comments, and I will try to make those videos that you want. And let me know which one is your favorite, the blue or the pink. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, or subscribe so you never miss out on a video. And please give this video a nice comment. And yeah, bye guys.